Hey everyone, welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. Welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. My name is Gina Pike. I'm so happy that you're here today with me. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a knitting crochet vlog update. I did not do this last week. I was doing so well, and I had actually filmed. I actually film a lot of my video clips and then made them into one video. So I had filmed some video for this vlog, and I kind of got wrapped up in all the giveaway stuff and then my live show. For the celebrating the 2,500 subscribers, so I did not get a chance to edit it and post it last week. So I'm going to be combining stuff from that video sessions, a few clips here. I have an update on another project. I have a finished project to show you guys. I have another project that's almost finished, and then I have a project that I haven't shown you since clue 1. There's like 2 more clues since then. It may be a little bit longer. I apologize if it's too long, but I got a little bit of things to tell you guys about. So I hope you would grab something to drink, come and sit down with me, spend some time with me. So happy that you're here today. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the As You Wish, an Inconceivable Mystery Knit Along Shawl project. And this is hosted by Lyrical Knits, who is Mary Annarella. The last time I showed you guys, I was on clue 2. This is a finished project. I just blocked this last night and took it up off the blocking mats this morning. So we got a little bit to catch up on. I did film a video clip for clues 3. I'm going to insert that now. It's a very interesting shawl project, and it is being all based on The Princess Bride, the movie and the book.
And just so you know, my favorite movie is Princess Bride.
This is a wonderful pattern. This is how much it is already, and we're just through clue 3. There's a lot of really great jokes in here. Each little section she's calling a unique little name. I'll try to point it out as we go along. I've been pointing out some of the other ones. This is what it looks like so far. Again, this is through clues 3. This is what it looks like. It looks like this. I am using a yarn kit. This calls for 4 colors of fingering weight yarn of at least 400 yards. I'm using a kit from Amanda Hope Yarns. I'll put a link to her store below. Actually, you start right here. This is the start of clue 3. Again, your knitting was split on 2 knitting needles, so you just go back and forth to knit this section. This is just a plain garter stitch section, and then you create this section here, which is this my colors 3 and 4. You can see how this is beautiful. I really enjoyed this section here. Can you see? I want to get close so you can see. It's really simple. It's just slip stitch color work, mosaic knitting. You're working with one color at one time, and then there's some slip stitches involved where you slip one stitch. Well, you elongate it. You elongate this stitch, and then you slip the other stitches and knit this pattern, and then you will slip that elongated stitch over the other 3 stitches as you're knitting it, and it ends up looking like this. And it's just beautiful. I'm glad I picked these 2 colors. They grow really well together. And this is called Locaine in the Wine. And then there's a section that's called Is This a Kissing Book? And that is this section here. It's another section that came after the Locaine in the Wine, and it's just this garter stitch ridge section here. But she did put some flames of fire in here, and so you knit this with the bronze, and then as you get here, you turn your work. You pick up stitches along in each garter stitch ridge. So like in each one of these garter stitch ridges, you pick up a stitch, and then you pick one up here. And then these stitches are held on another knitting needle, but then you knit them with the bronze, and then they're all on one knitting needle, like it is right now. I'm all on one knitting needle. And then you do some more color work with your colors 2 and your colors 1. And then again, this is very simple slip stitch color work. You can see what the back looks like. You don't slip more than 2 or 3 stitches at a time. You can see the floats and how neat they stay. And you don't want to knit it too tightly. Whenever you're doing mosaic color work knitting, the main thing to do is to, and this is kind of sounds, it's hard to give advice on this, but you don't want to scrunch it up and make it too tight, or you won't be able to block it, and it'll make your knitting collapse on itself and it won't look right. And then you don't want to make it too loose, because if you make it too loose, then you'll have loops in the back that will be dangling, and you can get that caught on things as you're wearing it and walking around. So it has to be just right. And the way that I do it is pretty simple. I just knit like I normally would. I try not to think about overcompensating or undercompensating. I try to just knit like I'm normally would. And ever so often as I'm knitting, I will kind of pull it a little bit just to make sure that it's not too tight. Pull it out. You could also like knit your stitch, put your finger on your stitch to hold it out a little bit more so that they're not all crushed in together. But this is what this section looks like. And we're doing kind of a similar section to what we did down here before, but in different colors. We're using our colors 3 and our colors 4. And you can see you're doing the crisscross stitches again, and you're doing the bobble stitches again, hoping that it'll focus on that and not on me. You can see the cross stitching and the bobbles. And there's only 2 more clues left before this is finished. Okay, so now that you guys have seen clue 3, I'm going to show you the finished shawl and talk you through clues 4 and 5. I know that was a lot to go through. This pattern is so much fun. This is the whole pattern. There's like 30-something pages of this. Now, with clue 4, we started with the name of the clue 4 section is called "You're in the Pit of Despair. Don't even think about trying to escape." This is my finished shawl. I'll just go ahead and show you that. It's going to be too hard to kind of not keep it separate. Here's the shawl. It is blocked. It is blocked, so it's big and long. And that's the finished shawl. She was saying that her shawl was like 17 inches wide by 70. Now mine, you guys know I block pretty aggressively. Maybe this will give you guys a clue. Mine is 19 inches wide, so 2 inches wider than what she got. And mine is 93 inches long. Now, in clue 5, there is an option to shorten your shawl, where you can just do like finish it up right at clue 5 and not knit the additional sections I'm going to show you, which are clue 5. Or you can add to it, and that I'll explain that when we get there. But clue 4, let me get us to clue. We did clue 3. It was that and that. Yeah, we were right here at these boulders. Okay, so this is where we ended for clue 3. These swords and boulders section. So we started here, we did it, split it again, we went into this my color work 2, the bronze, and that's just the simple garter stitch section. I believe there is a fire pit in there. Let me see, maybe there isn't a fire. Yep, there is a fire pit. There's a small fire pit there. I've explained that many times. Then we go into this section here, which is called Fezzik, Jog His Memory. That is this color work section here that goes across, and it is again knit on 1 needle, and it's using my colors 1 and 2, and you can just see these are all just simple color work, except this one is a little bit more like this first section we did, which was way down here, where you did this one right here, where you did this stitch where you're slipping stitches, and you end up slipping stitches on an opposite side than you normally do. So you slip stitches where the working yarn is to the back, which is, it's on the wrong side. So you have this line of this yarn that goes across your work. And what you end up doing, let me just show you where I'm at. What you end up doing is you end up with this line here, and what you do, there's a stitch called knit under the loose stitch, and when you knit under this loose stitch, it creates little arc, and did it down here too. You can really see it good in this section because my colors don't blend so well, but you can see how it makes these honeycombs. And so you do that again, you do that kind of work again, and it creates this beautiful color work with your colors 1 and 2. All right, so after you do that, you do another garter stitch section here, which is with my color 4. It's just on one side, and you have a couple of fire pits in there. You can see the couple of flames of fire. After you do that, then you grab your colors, you go across, you pick up stitches, you turn your work, you pick up stitches across this here, and then you work with your color, my color 3 and your color 4, and you create this beautiful color work section here, which is something different. All these are a little bit different, all these different color work sections, but it's called mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches. It's this yellow and dark brown section. And it's just, again, simple color stitch work. You can see the back. The loops are, the floats are not too long. And then I believe, yeah, we have 2 more sections for this clue. We did another garter stitch section here, and then you pick up your color 2, my bronze, and you do this section again, or you do this section here. Again, these are those mock cable stitches that we did way down here. Remember, I did a video tutorial on that, and I actually have a short video tutorial that I'm going to release so that you don't have to go into my vlog video to see the tutorial. But it's just really simple. They're not used with cables. You don't use a cable to do this. You just crisscross the stitches and creates this really interesting effect. That's the end of clue 4. So let me get to clue 5, the final clue. All right, so it starts out, it's called The Impressive Clergyman, and we start with my color 3. Again, this is just a block of color. It's got a couple of flames of fire in here. After you do that, you do this color work section here, this yellow and dark brown, and this is really, really simple color work. And then you pick up your color 1 and you do another boulders and swords section. Then you do this, then you're getting to the end. This is where you can decide if you want to make it, like, if you're going to extend it. But I decided I had enough yarn to do that, but I decided I think it was getting pretty long already. So I just went ahead and I did the next section, which is To the Pain. And then basically it's just this color work here. You do this color work here, and it's in your color 4, and you have some more flames of fire. You do Fezzik did something right, but don't worry, he won't let it go to his head, which are these little color works, small color work sections. You're only working on one side of your shawl instead of on a lot of these color work sections. It goes all the way across both sides. But on this one, you're just working on one side. So you do that with your colors 3 and 4, and they're not lined up. It makes a beautiful diagonal line. And you can see what the back looks like with the floats and everything. And then you do the same thing. Well, you finish this side up first. That's what I should say. Is after you do that, then you grab whatever color that the pattern tells you to do, and you do this little block of color. This is my color 2. And then when you get to the end, you have like 6 stitches, and you just Kitchener stitch them together to create that point. So you have basically done this half of your shawl. So then you have to come over here, and you've got these boulders, and then you have to redo that again. Well, you can see what it looks like. And then you end up again with 6 stitches over here and Kitchener them together. So let me show you what this all looks like. This is, again, the As You Wish, the Inconceivable Mystery Knit-Along Shawl. And it was so much fun. I mean, all these different jokes, all these different options. You know, you could add this, go back to do this section, shift the color works. You know, it was a lot of fun. Let me show you what it looks like maybe this way. I'm trying to see if you can, just so you can kind of see how it flows and how wide it is. Maybe I should, and I'll try to get up a little bit closer here in a second and show you some of the details. I think I've done a pretty good job of doing that though. Oops. Thank you for letting me share that with you, for showing you a few of the stitches that are in there. She did do her own tutorials as well on her YouTube channel. I will link her YouTube channel down below. I think it's called Annarella, but she is also known as Lyrical Knit. The next one I have to update, I've been talking to you about the Brighten Mystery Knit Along Cowl project. This is by Paper Daisy Creations. I am still working on this. I've done clues 2 and 3. I've done, yeah, and I've shown you through clues 2, but this is what it's looking like so far. I'll just kind of give you a peek at it. It's a very interesting design. I'm working on the last clue, clue 4. And if I didn't have this on the knitting needles, I would put this over my head, but it goes something like this, I believe. But I still got a little bit left to do on this. So anyway, those are using scraps of yarn. I thought I'd give you a little peek on that. I will talk about that one in my next vlog update, because I should have that finished then. The next one I want to talk about is the Snow and Ashes Shawl Mystery Knit Along. This is by Rachel Roden, who is UnRaveled Designs. And this is the one that's based on Outlander. The last time I showed you this, I showed you through clues 1. You need 3 colors of yarn. I'll put a picture of my colors of yarn. You need a light, medium, and dark. I'm using this white with some pops of pink. And then I've got this pink that matches it really well. This is Madeline Tosh Merino Light, and Sugar Plum. The first one was just a one-of-a-kind Madeline Tosh Merino Light. And then the last yarn I'm using is a charcoal gray yarn. This is from Dream in Color Smushy. It's called Basalt. This is a dark gray. So there's a nice contrast between all 3 colors. The only issue I think I'm having is that with the color work, sometimes when I have colors 3, which is my lightest one, and my colors 2, because there are some pops of pink that exactly match this pink, when I have color work slipping, and if I'm in that section where there's that pink, it is hard to see clear, crisp color work. So that's something to think about. If you are going to be knitting this, you may want to make sure there is definite clear contrast between your colors. I decided just to go ahead and continue on. The one section where I felt like it was really competing was kind of, I talked to Rachel, and she said that she designed it to be more soft and faded. I'll explain that when I get there. So, but it's something to think about. All right, so this is an asymmetrical triangular shawl. Lots of color work, lots of slip stitch color work. This is mosaic color work at its finest. So we started down here with this end, and I showed you guys through color, I believe clue 1 was through, let's see, it was 1, 2, 3. I believe it was right here at this gray. It ended. So we started here. This is clues 2 and 3. This is how big it's gotten. And it's going to be a longer triangle, so it's going to be really long at the end. And what we've done since then is again, this is just more slip stitch color work. You can see, you get the colors 2 and 3, different colors. And then this is the section I was worried the most about, because it looked like there was a kind of a design there, and there is, but it is garter stitch color mosaic knitting. So it's kind of done with a subtle fade to it. So I ended up just keeping it. I thought about frogging it, but then I was like, no, I kind of still like my colors. I'm going to continue on. So that's through clue 2. Ended like right here, right after this section here. And then clue 3 started, and it's just more color work, slip stitch color work. That's all this is going to be. There are sections of lace. As you can see, when she does the lace, she kind of keeps it with one color. Like there's a section here of gray. There's that color 3 lace, and there's a color 2 lace. Again, we did some color work here, some slip stitch color work where you alternate colors 2 and 3, colors 1 and 2, And then there's a lace section here. You can see what it looks like. Let me hold it this way so I can stretch it. There's another, just a real pretty lace section. And then, so that was in one color only. And then it picks back up again with some more color work between my colors 2 and 3. This is where it's going to get more muddled again because my color 3 has some of that pink in there. So it might be harder to tell. Like here, it looks not very, it kind of blends in that section instead of being a crisp white line. But I still like it. And continuing on. So that's Snow and Ashes based on Outlander. Rachel Roden, Unraveled Designs. And this is through clue 3. There's 2 more clues left. So that releases on Sundays. So there's 2 more clues on Sunday, of clues 4 and clues 5. And then that will be wrapping up. I haven't done a lot more on my A Secret Friend mystery knit along. I showed you guys on my live show. I had finished through clue 1. I haven't really gotten much further along on that. I've gotten to the start of clue 2. This is clue 1. There's a lot of knitting with my main color, that turquoise, and it's speckled, so it's got those little pops of black in it. But then I started clue 2, and basically when you're doing clue 2, it's going to be some simple mosaic slip stitch color work. Again, you can see what the back looks like. Okay, I'm going to do this video clip just showing the work. I did get a chance to work on the A Secret Friend shawl. This is clue 2. I had shown you guys through here, and this is my colors 1 and 2. Then you drop your color 1 and you do colors 2 and 3. And you do colors 3 and 4, colors 4 and 5, and colors 5 and 1. And that's what it looks like. And you can see just simple slip stitch mosaic color work to go across the top of this shawl. Now I've seen this already because I'm behind on making this, and this design changes drastically. This is going to be a triangular shaped shawl, and I've shown you this already, and see how it brought that edge up there, brought in the colors that were already started here. Now, I didn't use any of the lace. I'm making version A, but as you can see, I'm starting clue 3 here, and the lace color is going to be for clue 3. It's going to be a lace panel here in that one color. So that's kind of where I'm at. Just wanted to give a quick update because when I filmed the other day, I didn't have any of this done. So I've got to get to work on that. I just haven't had time. The other thing that started this week was the make along from Diana Dye, where you are going to be using some of her speckled yarns to make a project that started March 15th, and it goes through the end of April. I'm trying to squeeze it in. I want to do the air dance top pattern. I haven't started. I hope to get started maybe the rest of this week, over the weekend, before the Snow and Ashes releases again on Sunday. We will see. I want to finish the Brighten mystery knit along cowl, and I want to try to get that top started and maybe try to get a little bit of time on that Secret Friend. There is another shawl mystery knit along that I really want to try to squeeze in. How I will be able to do it, but I want to go ahead and mention it. This is the Perianth shawl mystery knit along project. It started on March the 20th. This is by Susanna IC, who is also called Art Qualia Designs, and she has, it's really interesting. It just started, but in her mystery knit along, she's doing 2 different shapes. So if you want to do a crescent shaped shawl, the crescent shape has 2 sizes, small and large, and it's a lace design with beads. Again, I'll link all this down in the description box below. I'm going to put a picture of the yarn. Again, I might change my mind because I just started looking at this right before I started filming this video clip. So I'm not fully set on this yarn and these beads. If you have an opinion and would like to tell me which one you like better, let me know. Let's see. The other thing is, the other shape is an asymmetrical triangle shape. It looks like there's about half and half of people. I saw a few people doing the crescent shaped shawl. I saw some people doing the triangular one. Now, I am thinking I should do a crescent shaped shawl because, well, the secret friend is trying asymmetrical triangle. This one is asymmetrical triangle. The As You Wish was rectangular, and I haven't really done a crescent shaped shawl in a while, but I really want to do the asymmetrical triangle shawl. So I haven't decided yet which one I'm going to do, but I want to mention it if you guys would like to jump in and knit that along with us. That would be so much fun. And again, I've got to try to get some crochet going. That I know that the clues released for Expression Fiber Arts, the blanket knit alongs that are going, and crochet alongs that are going on all year. I did see the knitted clue release, so that means the crochet clue is next week. For that, I got to get caught up on that, and I haven't done anything with the year-long projects I'm doing for the Year of Delicate Lace, or the cabled in lace shawl, or the I can't even remember the name of it. Oh, the Shetland Lace project. I've got to catch up on those as well. I haven't done anything with that, and I know the clues for March are out or have been out. About to get the clues for April, so I'm probably going to do those next two clues together because I haven't really had time to work those in. So there you go. That's what I've been working on. Let me know what you guys have been working on. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope this has been fun watching this. Hoping to get back into my groove after I got through that whole thing of videos and giveaways and then getting all those packages mailed out and stuff. So hopefully I can get back to my comments and get caught up on things. Kind of got behind with each video. I had a lot of comments, to enter, which is great. And so I just hope I can get caught up soon and see what you guys have been working on. I like to read that. I like to keep in touch with you guys and know what's going on in your lives. But if you feel like sharing, that'd be great. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending time with me. It is always lovely to spend time with you and catch up. And I wish everybody that has a birthday in March, happy birthday. Take care of yourselves. I hope to all see you very, very soon.